Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brianna Matheka. We visited the Mahi Mahiu Catholic Church. It's a church conveniently located on the B3 highway, a highway connecting Nairobi to Nakuru, to Narok, and to the western sides of Kenya. It serves as an ideal stopover for individuals and tourists traversing Kenya. Most of those heading to and from Masai Mara National Reserve. It's perfect addition to the itinerary. The church is just a short distance from Mahi Mahiu town and marks the end of a tense moment, as I believe, or as I call it, of the meandering road from Nairobi and the Rift Valley escarpment. Once one is done with the downhill of the Rift Valley scary escarpment, Catholic or not, one should just stop and offer thanksgiving for successfully managing the meandering, and also pray before starting the uphill scary journey when heading to Nairobi or Limuru. Constructed by the Italian prisoners of war in the year 1942 during the World War II, the Mahi Mahiu Catholic Church has its gates open for all religions and denominations. As per the lady taking care of the premise and the weddings, she told us that weddings are held at the church by not only Catholics but also non-Catholics. She told us during our stopover that the initial doors and windows were stolen and also the church bell was stolen. Hence the reason for the mabati, or rather iron sheet doors and glass soda bottles made windows. This is the tree which was constructed which was built in the year which was planted in the year 1942 by those Italian prisoners of war, probably during that time, and it is well maintained, as you can see. Here I was checking the church pews that she told us were were constructed in the year 19, or rather placed in the year 1985 probably, and the glass windows you can see. This is just mere soda bottle. She told us that and we also researched and realized that the church measures 15 by 8 feet with a limited seating capacity and could be probably the smallest church in East Africa and probably the whole of the continent. The church pews can hold up to 12 people, some tiny people. Every first day of the year, the lady told us that Mass is held by the Italian priests, who are mostly Jesuits and are based in Malindi, a coastal town in Kenya. The church has a unique confessionary box where the believer stands outside the church and the priest listens to his confessions through the mesh. The church bell was taken away by the locals. Let me just say stolen. Maybe they have put it in a better place. The ladies taking care of the church told us that they often plant flowers and grass to landscape and give it a facelift. And so here, as you can see, I was standing here as the priest, and a sinner should stand on the other side of the church. The lady, we only lacked microphones, but she really gave us a good explanation about the history of this church, and we'll probably go back again with good equipment and check this story of this church from her firsthand. So as you can see, that is my Mahiu Road going to Nairobi. Those cars are heading to Nairobi. She told us what those words written on top meant, and probably someone who knows what they mean can tell us also. Um, she read for us all those words, what they meant, and I have forgotten what they meant. As you can see, this church has an Italian touch. It's unique. It gave me the vibes of St. Paul's University of Nairobi Chapel. I was confirming the iron sheets doors. I'm imagining how beautiful these doors were initially. So she was explaining here that this church was built by Italian prisoners of war because Kenya was colonized by Britain, and the Italians who were the slaves, I tend to believe, were not Protestants like the Britons, and so they constructed their own church at Mahi Mahiu here at the end of the escarpment. It's after the downhill. So here she was explaining that these flowers, they have really tried to plant them and maintain them, and they are really doing a good work in landscaping. But there are so many baboons here that when they see that they have cultivated this land, they always approach looking for seeds, begu, to eat and to feed on. Especially, I think during the dry season, or rather, whatever time they start cultivating. This is a beautiful place for one to hold their weddings, to hold their prayers when they are going uphill.
Sawa sawa, asante. Sasa shiko nipike. What you are minimum budget for wedding is your place. Hapa tu ni mia mbili tu. Iza, hapa unatoa sadaka.
Yeah, there's a Sadaka box here.
Yes.
Here. So here we were looking at the Sadaka box, the offering box. So I think from here my voice was a bit audible. I don't know what this means, but we took a take tour around the church after the lady left, and I think from here my voice is well heard. So the benches, I'm told they were installed in 1985. Please touch them, shake them so that you see they are strong. They are very strong. They are still very strong. The glass has been reinstalled again. This is just mere soda bottle. This is just soda bottle. They have just repaired it. The doors are also repaired afresh. They are just iron sheets, as you can hear and see. There's a confessionary here. So this is where the priest stands. The priest is here. Then the the believer confesses from that side, as you can see.
Yes.
So that is a sinner confessing. This is the altar. This is my daughter. I'm told they were Jesuits. They were Italian Jesuits, just like the late Pope Francis. And I liked it. This is a place someone can conduct a wedding, a just simple wedding, just you and the witnesses and two of your friends, with a priest or religious man. I'm told even people who are not Catholics can come here and conduct prayers and their weddings. This is also where they put the doorbell, the church bell. It was stolen, as you can see, it's empty. Yeah, it has an Italian, Italian face, and I think it's so beautiful. I'm told it's not part of the Kenya Museum because they don't take things that don't generate income, and there's this, as you can see, it does not generate income. So the doors have been stolen, the windows have been stolen, and I think it's a good place for even someone to come and renovate and do a facelift of the place. It's a beautiful place. The locals here tell me they're the ones who do this. What do we call it? The planting of flowers. Yes, and they tell me the baboons. There are baboons around Mahi Mahiu area. The baboons, they destroy the flowers so much. So they're just trying. That is a recently built one. That is where they keep their tools of work for landscape in this area. I like how they have maintained the place. People come here to rest. You can see the man in orange resting. There is also a water tap. This tree, I'm told, it was built it was planted when this church was being built in the year 18 something. I think 1843. Yeah, and this is the smallest church in Africa, as you can see. So this is Mahi Mahiu Road. On your way to Mahi Mahiu, and it's a beautiful place. I'm sure many of us have seen it, but we don't usually stop because we don't know what that it is a scenic area, that it is an historical place to be at. And the boiler, what? Mahi Mahiu with my
The
family.
tourists. No. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a good place for one to stop and have a prayer time, especially when you have a small car when you're traveling up the hill.